Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. We are a serious club once again. We are not messing around. Arsenal is about to make 2 signings in 2 days. That shows you we are a serious club. We are not going to mess this season. We don't want to mess up the title this season. And we are back again. We've not even finished talking about Leandro Trossard because Leandro Trossard was undergoing his medical today. We still need to hear whether they registered him in time to face Man United this weekend. We're still waiting for that to be confirmed. But before even that, we had anything more from Trossard. There we are about to sign a second player, a defender out of nowhere. We were expecting a midfielder or a right back, as we were told a couple of days ago, but it is a centre back. So we're going to talk about him. But let's look at this post from a couple of days ago. Arsenal still want to make 2 signings in this transfer window. This was not 2 like 5 days ago, like right before he signed Leandro Trossard. We were told that Arsenal we're going to make another 2 signings after that. And also yesterday we were told that we are looking at a midfielder and a right back as well. But at the moment it's looking like we're about to get a centre back. Which I don't mind, by the way. If they want to sign centre backs, goalkeepers, right backs, I don't mind. As long as they fit into what you're trying to do and as long as they give us squad depth, I'm very happy with that. Gabriel and Saliba have also had to play a lot of games this season. If you can get players in who can help them out so that you can rest Saliba and Gabriel, maybe a couple of games. Sometimes you have to play your defenders for all 38 games, but sometimes you need to rest them for the other competitions. So let's take a look at this guy before we'll talk about Trossard later. Let me know how you're feeling, by the way. 2 signings in 2 days. Arsenal fans are still becoming concerned about us not signing anyone. But here's a letter from Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal are closing in on the deal to sign Polish centre-back Jakub, I think it's Kiwior. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, from Spezia. That's Serie A. Here we go. Fee in excess of 20 million euros. Medical tests could take place this week. So this reminds me of the Fabio Vieira and Tomiyasu deals. Deal very advanced. As according to Fabrizio Romano. So this reminds me of the deals that we had for Tomiyasu and Fabio Vieira. Like Fabio Vieira didn't hear anything about him. It was just boom, Arsenal about to sign Fabio Vieira, and Tomiyasu as well. A couple of deadline days back, we signed Tomiyasu on the final day without expecting us to sign Tomiyasu. We had never had anything about him, and he got him in. This is the same situation with Jakub, a centre-back. I did not expect Arsenal to go for a centre-back. And also, I cannot lie to you that I watch him every day or anything. No, we still need to do some analysis on him and see how good he is. But he is a centre-back. I think he's 6'2", which is not bad for a centre-back. Remember, we're not sure if Holding and the likes of Cedric are going to be here for too much longer. So it's great to get in a player who fits in the bill. So he's 22 years of age. He's turning 23 in February, just right after Valentine's Day on 15th February. He's turning 22. He plays for Spezia. That's Serie A. He's played 37 games for them in total. This season, he's featured 17 times for Spezia. So that's not bad at all. Maybe they've been scouting him. So I guess we need to scout him as well and see how good he is. But we are making 2 signings in 2 days, which is not bad. There's also another article from a journalist, Dimazio. He says total agreement has been reached on Jakub, 25 million euro transfer plus add-ons, moved to Arsenal from Spezia. So that was very quick. We had never had anything about him. Yesterday, we actually been told about a midfield and a right back, but it's looking like we're going to get a centre back and a midfielder instead, or maybe even 3 more. Maybe Trossard, this guy, a right back, and a midfielder. Maybe we can end up getting 4 players in one transfer window, which should be crazy because I think the most we've gotten in January was 2 signings, and that was Cedric and Pablo Mari. We've never really signed more than 1 player in the January transfer window. This would be the first time that we're actually signing 2 players. Even Cedric and Pablo Mari were loan deals. Like these ones, we're actually signing players for 20 plus million. So that is absolutely great. That's what we have at the moment about this guy. We have to wait and see, hear more about him, but I think we're going to get it done. According to Fabrizio Romano, the medical could happen very, very soon. Very interesting and very, very interesting developments there. Let's see another article. So before we go into that, this is the guy we were linked to, a right back from Real Valladolid. So we might still also get him in. That means we'll get in 2 defenders. But I don't really mind that. Maybe we are signing a centre back because Ben White is now maybe going to permanently be a right back. That would be very interesting. Then maybe after that, we don't really need a right back after that. But that's the latest on that one. We will talk about Trossard very soon. But let me know what you make of Arsenal signing a centre back. Do you think Arsenal needed a centre back, or do you think this is we didn't really need this signing at all? He's also Polish. He is from Poland and he's 22 years of age, turning 23 very soon. He used to play in the Polish league before joining Spezia in 2021, and he actually wears the number 14 for them, centre back. So interesting, very interesting. He's also played 9 times for Poland, so that's one to keep an eye on for sure. Let's see what you guys are saying. Anu says, Glenn, this guy is decent. What I saw on YouTube. There's everything on YouTube, man. You know, even if we sign a 14-year-old, like there's always videos about him on YouTube. Like they're usually very quick. Get it done, says Paul. Trossard will play next game, hopefully. Great job at one midfielder, then call it a win. Good window, I guess. So yes, I still think we need a midfielder for sure. I'm very happy about this signing. Let's see. Nice one, my club. I think Arsenal have reached agreement to sign, and they can. Have not heard anything about that one. Done deal. We are happy about it. Strengthen our team. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, come on, Adamu. If I ask, why are you sad? What deal is being hijacked? There's no one who's getting hijacked. Trossard is already an Arsenal player. Relax. Let's see. I've watched this guy on YouTube. He's a good guy. The guy is a backup for Gabriel. So does he play on the left side? I cannot lie to you that I watch him every single week. No, I watch Serie A, but I don't remember the last time I watched a Spezia game. So I will definitely need to do some analysis on him and see what he's going to bring to Arsenal. So that's the first piece of news for today. Let's not forget about Trossard. So the latest on Trossard is that Trossard has successfully passed his Arsenal medical. So that one is a done deal. Now just the final paperwork. So I don't know if they've registered him in time to face Man United. We still have to wait and see on that one. But that is 2 signings in 2 days, randomly out of nowhere. That is pretty interesting. Also, we were told that this window, the winter transfer market is not over yet for Arsenal. Arsenal wanted a midfielder and a right back, but we signed a centre back from nowhere. So we have to wait and see whether we are still going to get a right back as well as a midfielder. So yesterday, after we signed, or after we heard about the Trossard medical and everything, we heard that Arsenal want 2 more players. So we've signed one. I don't know if you're going to still sign the right back, but you have to wait and see. But that seems like we're going to have a good transfer window. Definitely not the same as the last January transfer window. That was terrible. We didn't sign anyone the last January. But this time we are doing good. 2 transfers in 2 days. That is unheard of. Like Arsenal take a lot of time to do the transfers. Like 2 signings in 2 days. That is great. And you're also doing them around 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Maybe this is the time that Chelsea are asleep. We've realized that, and we are signing players while Chelsea are asleep. So that is really good. This is good news, says Nelly. Arsenal need to go for a party backup. As I said, we are still looking at a midfielder. So happy for my team. I don't need anything than to trust the process, says Anu. That's great news. He will bring competition in defense, but they must bring in a defensive midfielder. That is what I want. If they bring in a defensive midfielder, that is absolutely perfect, because there's one thing that has always been the case with Arsenal as well. Whenever we want a defender, we don't sign a defender. We end up signing a striker. Whenever we want a striker, we don't sign a striker. We go for a goalkeeper. That has always been an issue. I'll never forget when you needed a striker and we signed Petr Cech instead. We needed a defender and we signed Giroud, Podolski, and all these guys instead. Like, we need to also sort out whatever is our major problem. I think that is midfield. John says, thanks, I appreciate it. The truth is I've heard nothing about him. I'm in the same situation as you. I cannot lie to you. We need to strengthen our squad seriously. Hope he fits in well. But since you signed a player like this, remember Tomiyasu? Probably none of us even have ever heard about Tomiyasu, but we ended up signing him and he turned out to be a really good player. And even Fabio Vieira, not many people had watched Fabio Vieira's games, and we signed him out of nowhere for 30+ million. So let's wait and see how this guy does at Arsenal, and also Trossard. So all of a sudden, our bench looks good. All of a sudden, 5 games back, we saw 2-3 youngsters on the bench, and then Cedric, and then Holding, and then Matt Turner. The bench wasn't good enough. Also, Marquinhos was there. Now, all of a sudden, if we have a fully fit team, you have Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard starting, and Partey and Xhaka. And then you look at your bench, you have Fabio Vieira, you have Smith Rowe, you have Trossard, you have Nketiah. You also have defenders, this guy, Jakub. You also have Tomias on the bench. You also have Tierney on the bench. All of a sudden, you have a very good squad. You just need to build on it slowly by slowly. You don't have to sign everyone at the same time. No. But if we can improve like this more and more and more, by the time we get to January next transfer window, you'll be looking at our squad and we're like, we have 24 really good players. Mikel Arteta are working hard, making good progress, says James. Yuri Tielemans is needed, says Anu. I'm not sure if you're going to go for Tielemans because his contract expires at the end of the season. So I think people will just wait for him to be free. So if you're going to sign a midfield, I doubt it's going to be Tielemans. But I mean, such transfers come out of nowhere. So it might happen without any of us knowing. Midfield is key, bro, says Nelly, a midfielder. Bashir is just coming from YouTube. 20 million for Jakub is a still incredible defender, the great technical ability, massive. And listen, I've never watched him before, or maybe I've watched a couple of times, but I didn't know who he is. But I can confirm to you that that is the best player from Poland, the best player Poland has ever seen. This guy is bigger than Lewandowski. So I've never watched him before, but I know he's bigger than Lewandowski. He's bigger than Milik. He's bigger than Zielinski. He's bigger than everyone who plays for Poland. Szczesny, Fabianski is bigger than all of them. That is all I know. That is all I can confirm. So Jakub, Bashir, I will be following you on YouTube very soon. Exactly what I was saying yesterday. 2 more players to go box to box with a good eye for goal, as well as good as defensive midfielder, says Alex. It seems Arsenal are signing players under the radar to avoid hijackers. Yes, mostly Chelsea. Let's just use Chelsea. No one else usually hijacks us. It's Chelsea who love doing that. So that would be great. Sign Milinkovic, Savic, Declan Rice, or Tielemans now. Osama says Isaac. I'd love one of them right now, but that would be impossible. For Declan Rice, as I said last time, West Ham are struggling in the Premier League. They're definitely not going to sell one of their best players in the January window. Tielemans is free in the summer, so you can just wait for the 6 months and get him on a free. But if you want to pay, I don't know, maybe the 15 or 20 million right now, I don't think they'll do that though. And Milinkovic Savic, that is like 60, 70 million. So that one as well, I don't think we're going to get that one done right now. But hopefully they can surprise us from just randomly and sign Kessie or someone from Barcelona, or even Caicedo from Brighton just randomly. There's a lot of midfielders to sign. Doesn't necessarily have to be Tielemans. We can wait for Tielemans at the end of the season. I hope Tielemans won't change his mind about Arsenal. If we win the title, he'll definitely not. I have come late online. From which club is this guy from Poland? He plays for Spurs. Yeah, that is Italy. He's a good so I will be watching him very soon. So if you're just joining, the latest news on Jakub from Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal are closing in on the signing of Polish centre-back. So he's a centre-back, Jakub Kiwior. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm assuming it's Kiwior or something. From Spezia, here we go soon. Fee is in the excess of 20 million. Medical tests could take place this week. Today is Friday, so that is basically today or tomorrow. Deal very advanced. All parties hope to get the deal done soon. And also from an Italian journalist, Demasio says 25 million is what you're paying plus add-ons, that is in euros. And we're signing him from Spezia. So that one has come out of nowhere. I did not expect us to be signing another player even before finishing on Trossard, but I don't mind it at all. If they can get the deals done as quickly as possible, that is great. Remember as well, we're keeping an eye on this right back from Valladolid. We still don't know if you're going to get it done right now or later. His name is still not got his name 100%, but his name is Fresneda. Ivan Fresneda. We are still keeping an eye on him. And according to reports, Arsenal are also looking at a midfielder, but we still don't know which midfielder it is. Could it be from the Premier League? Could it be from another league? I don't know. And I also saw a post today talking about how many Arsenal players, how many signings we've made from other Premier League clubs since Arteta's joined. I think Trossard is the 8th one. I think we signed Willian, Luis, Cedric. I mean, it's 8. I don't remember the other. I think it was Matt Ryan, the goalkeeper from Brighton, Ben White. I don't remember the rest from the top of the head, but that is what you need to do. Like if you sign players from the Premier League, we never used to do that. we never used to sign players from the Premier League. During Arsene Wenger's days, it was basically 90% from France, 5% from Spain, and other countries in that. But we never used to sign players from the Premier League unless it was players like William Gallas, who ended up being terrible for us, finished players basically. So these days we're signing players from the Premier League, and we're also sporting talents that no one else has done. I'm very sure you see a player like this one that we've just signed. We're about to sign the centre back. If it was well known that Arsenal want this centre back, these are the kind of players Chelsea go and sign, because no one has ever heard anything about him. So Chelsea wait for us to do the scouting for them, and then they sign him. More details about him: he's 6'2". He plays a centre back. He played for Anderlecht in his youth career. He plays for Spezia right now. He's made 9 appearances for Poland in total, and he's played 17 games for Spezia this season. So let's wait and see how good he's going to do. But he is a backup for the likes of Gabriel and Saliba as well. Like, for example, the FA Cup game, the Europa League, we're still in the Europa League. We now have a decent squad. We don't have to start Saliba and Gabriel in the Europa League. You can play this guy. You can play Holding if he's still here. You can play Tomiyasu, Tierney, Smith-Rowe. All of a sudden, we have a decent enough squad. I cannot wait to see Jesus back in the team. And if we get a midfielder, 100% perfect. That is what we need, just in case Partey is not fit for the entire season. If he misses a couple of games, we have someone to join. Is Vlahovic linked to Arsenal? No, Elvis, and I don't want Vlahovic to join Arsenal anyway. I've seen a lot of people talking about Vlahovic. This guy refused to join us when you needed him most. I don't want him to join Arsenal now. He didn't join us when you needed him. Why join us when we are doing well? I don't like players who do that. So I don't really want Vlahovic. There's a lot of strikers you can get. Will Trossard be available for the Man United game? I've not answered it yet, Red Star. They've not yet confirmed it, but the medical was announced like 2 hours before the deadline. Him passing the medical, it was announced before that. So maybe they've already registered it with the Premier League, but they've not announced it yet. But hopefully they've gotten it done, and then we'll hear the announcement very soon. Hopefully he can make the game. I'd be very happy if we can have him on the bench for that one. Same, Melanda, same answer for that one. The medical was completed 2 hours before, so hopefully that was enough time for him to get done. He was in London at London Colney 9 a.m. in the morning, so that is good enough. Man United signed Falcao, Ibrahimovic, Igalo, Cavani, Ronaldo, Vegas, all strikers over 30. They want to talk about Arsenal signing a 28-year-old. The Premier League is rattled, Bashir. The Premier League, they're all scared. They do not want to see Arsenal top of the table, so they're trying anything to ruin Arsenal's season. But yes, all those signings. There's even more. There's even probably more. Apart from those ones that you've signed, they've signed some really terrible strikers over the years, or Finnish strikers. Arsenal have scouted a player. Chelsea come and take him away. They won't this time round. They won't. I like the fact that we are signing young players with lots of potential. Exactly. If it doesn't work out, you can sell them, and players and teams would be able to sign him. It's not like the William situation and the William Gala situation and Petr Cech and all these guys are signed from Chelsea. If it doesn't work out, they're already 35 years of age. There's no one else who's going to sign them. No, this time we have Tavares. If Marseille want to sign Tavares, we are going to ask for 20 million right now, or 22 million. That's even more than we paid for him. Right now, if this guy doesn't work out, we can sell him as well. So you have value in the player. You don't just sign 60-year-olds and then they play 5 months for you and you cannot sell them. So Edu went to Poland because of Jakub. We were told he went there because of Mudryk. So that is completely under the radar. I mean, I think that is exactly what happened. Maybe we thought they actually say that he went there to complete the Mudryk deal. But since this guy is Polish, and maybe he went there because of him. So and none of us knew about it. This Polish lad is so powerful, will definitely be a handful. You know what? I'm just going to search for him right now. I just made this video very quickly without even looking at his highlights. We need cover up for Partey for sure. Thank you, Anatori. Hopefully you can do all these videos every day. Hopefully you can sign players every day, and definitely enjoy talking about players that Arsenal sign. That is always great. There's nothing as good as getting a new player. You always get excited about watching him for the first time and everything. That is absolutely fantastic. Anatori asks, Trossard plays Munition number, left winger mostly. maintain as we need Man United game. Thank you for watching, Vivian. Watching from New York, I appreciate it. Kamara. I would love to see Martinelli playing in front and Trossard on the left side. I don't think we'll see it at the moment. I mean, there's no reason of dropping Ketia, but in the other games, like in the FA Cup, Europa League, we might see that. I don't think Trossard will start against Man United, even if he's registered in time. I think Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, and Martin Ketia will start. Yes, Idris, for sure. I think we're becoming I think we're becoming very strong for us to in the Premier League. Yes, we're definitely strengthening ourselves. And one midfielder. We just need a midfielder. If we can get a midfielder done, that would be. I don't want any other winger. I don't want a striker. I don't want another defender. I want a midfielder first. If we can get a midfielder, that would be great. And even if you want, I mean, Chelsea have signed 6 players this transfer window. If you can even get a midfield and then get another loan deal, maybe a defender or a striker, that is good. I mean, I'm not complaining. If they want to sign 8 players, go ahead. But as long as it's the right deal, I have no problem at all. But we don't really have to sign 8 players. We needed like 3 players, and you signed 2 now. And let's wait and see what happens with the medical for this guy. What is his name? His name is Jakub. I'm still don't know how to pronounce his second name. Kiwior, I think. That's all Sam says. Babe. Do you guys think we needed a center back? Do you guys think we needed a center back? These videos are uploaded very quickly. My goodness. Like the moment you hear we've signed a player or we want to sign a player, there's a video on YouTube already. It's crazy how quickly they do it. Declan Rice next says Jackson. We need Savic from Lazio, says Continental. I'm now watching Jakub Kiwior's highlights. I've just watched two plays, and I can confirm that this is one of the best defenders I've seen. This is the next thing to Sol Campbell and Kolo Toure. He mostly can see mostly on the right side. So really, I'm so happy you're signing a player. I mean, I never bother about having to know a player or not knowing a player. Like as long as I do know the player, I'm definitely grateful. He can also pass the ball. I've seen a couple of diagonals. Is he a left footer? I don't know about that yet. Is he a left footer? I don't know which foot he uses. Is there, if anyone has confirmed that yet, let me know which foot he uses. I can see him passing the ball with the left foot. Yeah, that guy's a left footer. That is very interesting. So we've definitely signed a backup for Gabriel. So he's going to play on the left side. His passing is incredible, guys. This guy is better than Lewandowski. This is the biggest thing to ever come from Poland for sure. So it looks like he's a left footer. Unless he's 2-footed, but I can see him using the left foot most. Arsenal leader striker says Adewale. I think we need a midfielder, Adewale, not a striker, but if you can get one, why not? I'm extremely happy with what is happening this window. I think he's a good centre-back who can also play as a defensive midfielder and a central midfielder as well. Can we expect Trossard over the weekend? I mean, in the United game, they've not announced it yet, but the medical was done 2 hours before, so let's wait and see if Premier League is going to confirm, Arsenal is going to confirm. Seriously, we need Thomas back up as early as possible, says Rocky. They're still out of time because even if you sign a midfielder right now, they're not going to be available for the Man United game, so there's still like 7-8 days to get in a midfielder. There's 11 days remaining in the transfer window, but I want us to get in a midfielder before we play Man City in the FA Cup. Nice signing, but how far is the right issue? Babu O says a left-footed centre-back. Great. I can see him using his left foot. So, and he wears the number 14 as a centre-back. The next Thierry Henry, who plays as a centre-back. Great. Which side of centre-back does he play? I can see him on the left side. I'm just like you. I'm also watching him for the first time, but I can see him mostly on the left side. But as someone said, he can also play in midfield and defensive, central midfield and defensive midfield. Thank you, Jay. Thank you as well, Victor. Are we serious about getting Declan Rice? That is at the end of the season, not now. He's a left foot. He can play left back, centre back, and central midfield. Thank you, Stan. We need players that can play right back and midfielder. That is Ben White. We already have a player who does that. We also have Tomiyasu who can potentially do that as well. But we are looking at a right back. Mohamed, we're also looking at a right back anyway. The signing is a good one. Is there any player available in the market who can be Tielemans, Thomas Partey replacement in this window? I don't think there's anyone who's really available, but I mean, look at a player like this one from Spezia. There's always players who are available. Now, the only thing is, do they fit what Arsenal is looking for? Personally, I'd be very happy to get a player like Frank Kessie from Barcelona or get McGinn from Aston Villa. I'd be very happy with such kind of players. But let's wait and see. They know better. They are doing the scouting job better. Ideally, I'd want Caicedo from Brighton or McGinn from Aston Villa. Premier League experience, such kind of players. But if they can get anyone else from anywhere, why not? We really need a central midfielder for Thomas Partey replacement. That is the one thing we need. That is the one thing everyone is asking for. As this video goes on, I'm just loving Jakub even more. Serious teams don't sign full score. They always trust in their available players. That is true as well. We already have players like Ben White, so I don't think we need another right back who can play as a central midfielder as well. We already have good enough right backs, and I didn't even think we needed a deferred centre back. But thinking about it, Holding won't be here for too long, and Ben White plays the right back this day, so you basically just have Gabriel and Saliba. You need someone to help them out. Partey is on top of his game. I think that is even an understatement. Like that performance against Tottenham, my goodness. I just hope and pray he stays healthy. He's managed to do that 4 months. I was so scared that he'd come back from the World Cup with an injury or something, but he came back fit. That is just amazing. Is this defender good, says Lee? Lee, I can confirm that this is the best centre-back the world has seen since Maldini. This is the closest thing you'll ever get to Maldini. Trossard is a very good signing. I think he will fit in well into our team, says Judge. So Richard asks, tell us more about this player, about the new signing, or is about to be a new signing. So let me just recap it very quickly. Arsenal are closing in on the deal to sign Polish centre-back Jakub Kiwior from Spezia. We are going to pay around 26 million euros. Medical tests will be done today or tomorrow. He's 22 years of age. He's turning 23 in February. He can play, as the comments have said, he can play as a left centre back, left back as well, central midfield as well. He's 6'2". That is slightly shorter than Gabriel. Gabriel is like 1.9 meters. I think this guy is like 1.8 around, so he's slightly shorter than Gabriel. And I can see he's very good in terms of his technique. His technique is very good. His passing ability, as I can see, I'm watching it live right now. I'm actually watching it live. Like, let me just show you. But you can check, the YouTube is always available. Like his highlights, everyone's highlights are always available. For no copyright, but you can see, I don't think you can see it, but I'm busy watching his highlights on YouTube. That's definitely not clear, but I'm definitely busy watching his highlights on YouTube. So make sure to go and check that out right now. Jakub Kiwior, welcome to Arsenal. That one, you'll see all what you need to see. You'll see all you need to see. But I'll also do a video about his career and everything. I'll go and do the research. Appreciation to Mikel Arteta. Do you think we also need Xhaka replacement? No. I think Fabio Vieira can play there. I think Smith Rowe can play there. I think Lokonga can play there. So not now. Maybe at the end of the season. We can also play Zinchenko there if things get so bad and everyone gets injured. You can also play Zinchenko there. You can push and have Odegaard and Smith Rowe there if you're trying to attack. I don't think we need that. I think we need a Partey. Ideally, someone who can cover for both Partey and Xhaka. That would be perfect. So that is why I don't mind Tielemans. If you can get Tielemans, that's great. Good news, Arsenal. Is there any possibility of a new signing being available for the lineup? Definitely not this one. This one will not be available for that one. Maybe Trossard. We definitely need Partey replacement because he's 30 years of age. Yes, I can only see like two more years from him. So that is for sure. But we need someone to help him out right now. We need someone. If we eliminate Man City from the FA Cup next weekend, we can easily get to the final of that. And we have the Europa League as well. Some really big games, potentially the likes of Barcelona, Man United are all in the Europa League. So the games are going to be big as well. Can we get Rice this weekend? Definitely not. I don't think anyone is going to get Rice this weekend. He'll not leave West Ham right now. They won't even agree to sell him. I think they're 18th on the table. If they sell him, West Ham will get relegated. So they will be very crazy to let him go. So, and also you're going to have to pay like 150 million. That is not possible. There's no one who's going to pay that kind of money at the moment. Definitely not possible. We need a backup for number 6, says Kelly. I'm sure all of this week will be surprise week for Arsenal in the transfer. We still have much money to get a midfielder. I mean, we offered Modric 90 million. We offered Shakhtar 90 million for Modric. We've now bought Trossard for like 27 and Jakub for like 25. That means we have like another 40 million remaining. that's like two good players, or one good player. If you want a really good midfielder, you can get one midfielder. We are in game mode, Man United, for sure, and I cannot wait for that game. I definitely cannot wait for that game. I'm very confident as well, very, very confident, mostly because of how good we are at home these days, how well we start games these days. Like, as I always say, if you finish 10 minutes against Arsenal without conceding a goal, you're very lucky. And also because it helps that they don't have Casemiro, it also helps that their momentum was taken away against Crystal Palace. But home game against Man United, also the fact that we've beaten them like 5 out of the last 6 games have come to the Emirates Stadium, that also helps a lot. There's a lot of positives, and players are fit. We are now signing players. Everyone is happy at Arsenal. Great. What is the exact position for Partey? Xhaka, Elneny, Zinchenko can play the same position. Xhaka can definitely not play the Partey position. He was playing there for us for 4 years and it was terrible. Thomas, we've seen Xhaka going forward on that advanced position. That is where we want Xhaka. Xhaka playing in the Partey position is where he used to pick up yellow card after yellow card after yellow card, red card after red card after red card, because he was also a bit slow. So if you put him next to De Bruyne, like when De Bruyne turned him, that is it. So I don't want Xhaka playing in that role at all. Xhaka as a defensive midfielder, we had him there for 4 years. That is one of the main reasons we wanted to sell him. The moment he's been switched further forward, to push further forward, he's been scoring goals this season, crucial goals like the one against PSV at home, against Leicester, against Tottenham. He scored big goals this season. He's managed to assist this season as well. He doesn't pick up crazy yellow cards like he used to. Discipline is okay. His leadership is back as well. Elneny, that is Elneny's position. Yes, you can play him in a few games, but you cannot compare Partey and Elneny at all. Like, you see that, like, the way Partey like just controls the midfield, like against Tottenham, I don't think Elneny can do that. The way Partey passes the ball from midfield, I don't think Elneny can do that. Maybe Elneny can score a couple like Partey from nowhere, out of nowhere. That is fine. He can score a few goals from midfield. He hasn't scored many, but he does score some crackers once in a while. But the quality in midfield, I don't think you can. And just scaring the opposition. I saw Man United fans the other day, the moment Casemiro picked up the yellow card, they were just like, oh no. The main reason is because they're thinking about Partey, Odegaard, and Xhaka. Like, if you're telling them we were going to have Elneny, Marquinhos, and Lokonga in midfield, they'll not be that worried at all. Zinchenko can definitely play in the Xhaka role, but not in the Partey role. I don't think so. Arsenal need a defensive midfielder. How about Moussa Diaby? Moussa Diaby is too expensive, David. I don't think we're going to sign him right now. They want 100 million. We're not going to get him. And I don't think we need any other wingers right now. I think we need a midfielder, or if we need someone else, maybe a striker, as some of you have said. Good afternoon, Victor. The transfer Arsenal is making is amazing because they're avoiding hijackers, says Edgar. Yes, we are signing players within a few hours. That is what we love to see. Love the unity I'm seeing in our team. Everything just going great. Like, everyone is happy. Like, look at all of us here. Like, all of us are now happy. Like, we need a midfielder, but all of us are smiling right now. We are signing players. We are winning games. We are top of the table. We are very confident heading to the Man United game. Odegaard is having the season of his life. Partey is staying fit. Gabriel and Saliba are solid at the back. Ramsdale is putting man of the match performances. Nketiah is doing good. Saka and Martinelli almost double figures in terms of both goals and assists. Xhaka is having the best season of his life. None of us wants Xhaka to leave anymore. Like, everything is so perfect. Mikel Arteta, every one of you now trust the process. For sure, Mikel Arteta is doing good. Edu is doing good. The assistant manager. Another thing about Trossard, by the way, our assistant manager, Mikel Arteta's assistant, he used to be the coach for Trossard at Genk. So before Trossard joined Brighton, he used to play for Genk in Belgium, and our current assistant manager used to be part of the coaching team. So he has coached Trossard before. Like, just perfect everywhere. So we are not new with Trossard. We have someone in the Arsenal team, assistant manager to Mikel Arteta, who has worked with Trossard before. Perfect, absolutely perfect. I am not complaining at all. There's so many positives in the Arsenal team. We are scoring goals. We are keeping clean sheets. 5 points clear. We have a game in hand. Perfect, man. We're in the last 16 of the Europa League. Mikel has done very well, and Arsenal is waiting for Man United. I'm waiting for Trossard goal. That would be something. I don't think he'll start. Definitely not start. But if you can come on and do that, why not? Jesus Richard, maybe almost maybe February 20th, 21st. There, maybe I'm going to say 1 month. That's when you're going to get Jesus back, 3 weeks to 4 months. He's not using the what are they called? Yeah, he's walking by himself now. He's not using the crutches. Spurs messed up big time. You cannot support Tottenham, and they're always bottlers. Like even when they are 2 goals ahead, I was just like, nah, Man City will come back. Those guys are proper bottlers. No specific dates, George. Thank you, Emmy. I like Trossard because he scored against top 60. So he scored a hat trick against Liverpool. He scored away at Man City as well. I also saw something about Trossard comparison to the rest of our players. I'm going to do a video about that one very soon. So watch out for that, the way he compares to our midfielders. So that is the latest. We are signing this player from Spezia, and we are also Trossard has completed his medical. He's passed his medical according to Fabrizio Romano. I think this is the correct one. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano confirmed that he successfully completed the medical. So that is 100% perfect. Not going to complain at all. I even forgot Ben White. Ben White is having the season of his life. One of my favorite players. Smith Rowe is back as well. I can't wait, man. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, thanks for the updates, Glenn. I really appreciate it. This is what we want, man. We want to talk positive about Arsenal throughout. We are all happy. This is what we want to see. Like, if we can win the Premier League title, my goodness, that just would be something, man. I think I would cry live on stream. If Arsenal won the league, that'd just be something, man. 20 years, 20 years is a long time. 19 years, that's a long time. I really like how the board is supporting Arteta and team. Wonderful. We need this title. Need that title very, very soon. For sure. These days I actually don't. These days even the Kroenke out has kind of reduced. Like we are not even talking about Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke, and let's take it 2 years back. It was very poisonous, man. Like Arteta out, Edu out, this one out, Stan Kroenke out. You don't love the club. We were doing protests. No, that I don't want Arsenal to be that kind of club. No, I want us to enjoy. I want the Arsenal from back in the day. We have no time to do protests. We are just winning games and enjoying ourselves. That is what it needs to be. And Mikel Arteta has brought that back to Arsenal, man. I'm very, very happy that it worked out for him. Let's see. We are all happy. It's so overlooked the fact that we have been on top since day one of the Premier League. It's amazing, Oyetun. It's very good. It's not easy to be top from day one. Like since that Friday against Crystal Palace, it's not easy. I think Man City have gotten past us for a couple of hours here and there, but we've just been there the whole time. I mean, I remember very well they were saying Arsenal just 3 games. Arsenal will be 4th by the time we get to September. They started changing it to October. They started saying Arsenal have not really played anyone. Arsenal have just played Brentford and Fulham. They've not yet played Liverpool and Tottenham and Man United. I mean, we played Liverpool and Tottenham, beat them both in the space of a week. They started changing the story. No, Arsenal will not be the same after the World Cup. We came back. We beat Brighton. We had that good FA Cup win as well. Like beat West Ham. Arsenal, they still won't beat Man City and Man United. They said we won't beat Tottenham away from home because we never beat them. We won. Now they've changed the story again. They've now said we can't beat Man United and Man City. Now that will happen, and then they'll start saying Arsenal April. That is when Arsenal will drop points. So let's try and stay humble and see what happens. Let's see what happens. But I'm very confident these days, though. I always believe in Arsenal's recruitment, but can you please pronounce for me the name of our new signing? I have no idea, Sadiq. I am guessing it is Jakub, not Jakub. I think it's Jakub Kiwior. I'm going to guess. It's a Polish name. Like it's so hard to pronounce those Polish names, unless like Lewandowski. Even Lewandowski is not Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski, like Zielinski, Milik. All these guys, like they have some really tough names over there. Let's see, but don't mind. Don't worry. We are definitely going to learn his name. We are happy for us to. I know there's some will go into Arsenal to win. Thank you so much. Watching from Lagos, I appreciate it, Victor. Watching from Malawi, thank you, Mandala. Arsenal is worldwide. Sunday game against Man United is loading, and we can't wait to win. I cannot wait for that game. They want a draw, That is how you know you're doing really well. Man United want a draw. They're like, we need to defend well. That's how you know you're doing very well. That Man United just want to come and to like survive the first 30 minutes of the game. I really like the way you're focusing on the title, and I think it is our time to take it bigger to Arteta. That would be so special if Mikel Arteta won the league, man. As I always say, 2 years ago when we lost to Villarreal in the Europa League semi-final, and I said I want Arteta to stay, people are like, Glenn, you have no idea about football. Why the hell do you want Arteta to stay at Arsenal? We need to get Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte. The boring tactics, Antonio Conte. Do you know how boring it is watching Tottenham? I can't believe you guys wanted Antonio Conte at Arsenal instead of Mikel Arteta. Like the back five, boring. We would have been playing right now, back five with Holding there, with I don't know, Partey, Jack and El Neni in midfield, some boring formations. No, please, never, ever wish for that again. And some of you are even wanting Allegri with his boring defensive tactics at Juventus as well. Hell no. Let's see. Let's get it done. Ghana's watching from Accra. Thank you. Shout out to everyone in Ghana. Has any team ever led from start to finish and win the league? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember from the top of the head. Maybe Chelsea has done it somewhere. When Chelsea had Mourinho around 2004, 2005, they were that good. But recently, it's been tough. It's never easy. It's never easy to do that. From start to finish, that would be something. Thank you for watching from Kenya as well, from Uganda as well. John and Mark, I appreciate it. So let's go and get more news, and then I will be back as well again. The transfers are happening very quickly, but I know it's still the middle of the day for most of you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will be back later with more news. Hopefully, who knows, if we can get a third player, why not? Will Trossard be available for the United game? We're still waiting for that to be confirmed. The medical was passed 2 hours before, so I'm assuming they got the paperwork in time. But they've not told us. I mean, they don't need to tell us, but as long as they've gotten the paperwork to the Premier League offices and everything, I'm very happy with that. So Trossard, medical passed. Jakub, the best defender since Cannavaro, he's about to join Arsenal. Things are looking good. Thank you for watching, and catch up with you soon.